I have the privilege and the pleasure of, introducing Pujya Shri Omkarananda Mahaswamigal. Pujya Shri Omkarananda Mahaswamigal has taken up the sacred mission of rejuvenating the spiritual values and the cultural traditions of India. Born in a family steeped in tradition and culture, he adopted the Vedic lifestyle from an early age. An erudite scholar, he was a Ganapati in his Purvashram. He had Sannyasa Diksha from Pujya Shri Swami Chidbhavananda, the founder of Sri Ramakrishna Tapovanam. Pujya Shri Swamiji studied Vedanta under Pujya Shri Swami Paramarthananda, one of the foremost disciples of Pujya Shri Swami Dayanand Saraswati, under whom he studied in depth the various Vedantic scriptures in a traditional manner. For over 30 years, he has been spreading far and wide the teachings of the Dharma Shastras and the Tattva Shastras. In Tamil Nadu, Teni, Pujya Shri Swamiji has established an ashram in the name of Parama Pujya Shri Swami Chidbhavananda. Through his spiritual discourses, he has been spreading the Vedantic teachings in spiritual camps held across the world. He expounds the essence of some of the sacred texts in Tamil as well. I have never had the privilege of listening to Swami Omkarananda live. I've seen his videos, never heard him live. But one of the things, whether you are listening to his videos or seeing his videos, and I believe even when you are hearing him live, to which I'm extremely looking forward to, is the childlike enthusiasm and energy that Pujya Swamiji brings to every time he disseminates this wonderful knowledge. Friends, please join me in welcoming Pujya Shri Omkarananda Mahaswamigal.
Om Shri Dakshinamurti Sudeshikendram Dvaipayanam Sutrakritam Munindram Shri Shankaram Bhashyakritam Yatindram Madheshikanchapi Namami Vityai Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsha Rishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha Sarvopaplavarahitah Prajnana Ghanaha Pratyagartho Brahmaivahamasmi. Om. I am very happy about participating this Vedic Wisdom Festival, even though I don't have English knowledge, but I will try my best. Our Swamiji Brahmavidananda Ji Maharaj is my Guruji's Guru Bhai. Whenever I see him, I am very happy. All our Paramarthan Ji's Guru Bhais, I am very, very happy. Because Parama Pujya Shri Swami Dayananda Saraswati Maharaj prepared or created, I don't know the language properly, so many Mahatmas in this world. I think Parama Pujya Shri Dayananda Saraswati Maharaj is real Jagat Guru. All over the world, he has got wonderful Shishyas. I am prostrating, putting my salutations to my Parama Guru, Parama Pujya Shri Swami Dayananda Saraswati Maharaj. Okay, now we will see our topic. This topic is given to me a timeless framework of dharma for everlasting happiness. Maybe all of you know, all students, if Vedanta students know, the everlasting happiness is, according to Advaita Siddhanta, the everlasting happiness is our own real nature. But because of the self-ignorance, we are not knowing about our own real nature of everlasting happiness. Because of this ignorance, we are searching the everlasting happiness outside, always, through artha and kama. But our scriptures, Veda says, dharma alone gives real sukham, even material sense pleasure also. Without dharma, you can't happy through your own artha and kama, sense pleasures and the whatever you say, the material, home, vehicle, whatever the artha, the material things. If we want to enjoy the artha and kama, all of you we know, maybe know all of you, according to our scriptures, there is purusharthas, the dharma, artha, kama and moksha. But the natural tendency is the human being always searching happiness through artha and kama. Artha means all material things. Kama means sense pleasures. The artha we are acquiring and enjoying. That is called artha kama. But there is another purushartha. If you follow the Vedic wisdom, Vedas is guiding us the proper way for happiness. In Vedanta, in Upanishad, Mahanarayana Upanishad, there is a mantra, Dharmo Vishwasya Jagatah Pratishtha Loke Dharmishtham Praja Upasarpanti Dharmena Papama Panudati Dharme Sarvam Pratishtitam Tasmahat Dharmam Paramam Vadanti. Very nice mantra. Dharmo Vishwasya Jagatah Pratishtha. Jagataha Pratishtha Dharmaha. Loke Dharmishtham Prajaha Upasarpanti. Dharma is the foundation of our life. All individual dharma and social dharma, all dharmas alone gives peace of mind and happiness to everybody. Therefore, dharmo vishwasya jagataha pratishtha. Vishwasya jagataha pratishtha dharma. Jagatah pratishtha, dharmo vishwasya jagatah pratishtha, loke dharmishtham prajaha upasarpanti. Dharmo vishwasya jagatah pratishtha, loke dharmishtham praja upasarpanti. The prajaha, all people, always like and depending dharma people. Even a good plumber has got his demand. Good electrician, good plumber, whoever do properly, they have got their own demand to the people. That is dharma, simple dharma. If you do, one person is very sincerely dedicated, full of dedication, we like him for our purpose only. But we dharmishtham prajaha upasarpanti means all people likes dharma people only. Dharma means you can interpret so many ways. According to Shastra, dharma means which thought, which words, which action gives you peace of mind is called dharma for you and society. Without society, we can't live. Therefore, the society, public and the social dharma and individual dharma. We call it Varnashrama dharma, but we will present another way. Varna dharma is social dharma only. Okay. Now I am not going to that topic. Dharma means you can see in Mahabharata, Dharanat dharma ityahuhu dharmena vidhrutah prajaha yasyad dharana samyuktaha sa dharma iti nishchayaha. The dharma, dharanat dharma ityahu. Dharanam means the one which is sustained, the peaceful, the peace of mind is sustained by which or our thoughts and words and deeds is called dharma. There is no likes and dislikes. What is the rule and regulations for peace of mind? Even though it is painful to us, but we should implicitly obey. If we follow that, we'll get good benefit. Like exercise. Even though we are not liking exercises, but we should know, we should do. Without exercises, our health will not improve, our health will not maintain. In the same way, dharma is giving, dharma means proper thoughts, proper words and proper actions. It alone gives peace of mind, or ultimately we know about ourselves, which is everlasting happiness is our own nature. It will help us. The Dharma Shastra, Sanatana Dharma, will give us real happiness. What is real happiness? Which is our own nature. After some times, if we follow Dharma, then we got Chitta Shuddhi, then we then we approach a competent teacher like Swamiji's. Then we inquire Vedanta Shastra through the competent teacher. Then we understand, our self-ignorance will removed, and we get the knowledge of everlasting happiness about our own self. Okay, we'll see now the dharma angle. First I told dharmo vishwasya jagatah pratishtha. Vishwasya jagatah pratishtha is dharmaha. Dharmaha means dharanat dharmaha. Dharanam means the sustaining. We call it, normally I am talking in Tamil only. Now only I am trying to talk in English. Therefore, there may be lots of grammar mistakes. You please bear with me. But the subject will be clear. I have that confidence. Even though language is not good, but the subject may be clear. I hope it. Okay. Dharma vishwasya jagataha pratishtha dharmaha. Dharmishtham prajaha upasarpanti. Prajaha, people are like dharmic people only. Dharmishtham praja dharmena papam apanudati. If we follow the Vedic dharmas, I will explain what are dharmas there. The later. Now we will see dharma. We are seeing the benefit of dharma now. Benefits of dharma. Dharmishtham prajaha upasarpanti dharmena papam apanudati. Even though we don't know dharma before, if we follow after knowing dharma, then all our wrong things or papas will removed. If we follow dharma now, without knowing these dharmas, we may did some papas. That papas all removed, because now I am following properly dharma. Dharmena papam apanudati. This need more explanations, but I am that if I go that explanation, it will go very long time. Dharmena papam apanudati. Dharme sarvam pratishthitam. This is the Mahanarayana Upanishad mantra, last portion. Prajapatyo harunis suparneyah prajapatim pitaramupasasara kim bhagavantah paramam vadantiti tasmai provaja satyena vajuravati satyena dityo rochate divi satyam vachah pratishtha. The mantra goes, the Aruni, a rishi, went to Prajapati asking him what is glorified in Vedas, Shastras. First he is telling Satya, then he is telling Dharma and Tapas. So many values are enumerated there. I took that. Therefore, now we know the Dharma is for individual and social peace of mind. The Dharma will give balanced mind. Dharma will give quietitudeness of our mind. Quietitude of our mind. Dharma will give broad outlook. Dharma will give so many good things in our mind. Therefore, we should follow Dharma. The Dharma word itself has got so many meanings in deep. Okay, now we'll see Dharma means what, especially the Vedic Dharmas. First, Dharma means, you should understand, Dharma means all of our rituals. These rituals in Vedic rituals, especially the birth to death, so many rituals are there. From the child birth, even the conception also a dharmic activity. That is called Garbhadhana Samskara. After the child is in womb, the father, mother doing so many prayers for that child. So many prayers are there. Even the Simanta Unnayana and Pumsuvana, these rituals are the 6 months, 7th month or 8th month, there is a ritual. That is called Simanta Unnayana, Pumsuvana Simanta. So many people do so many ways, but that ritual is Dharma. It will give unseen benefits. If we have very strong faith or a strong belief, we have Shraddha. The Shraddha we can't translate at all. The Shraddha is very deep meaning. Okay, we will have that if we have strong faith in our Shastra, we follow the Dharma of the ritual. And when the child is born, that is called Jatakarma and Namakarana and the Nishkramana Karma. So many rituals are there. Or Vidyabhyasa, Vivaha, so many rituals are there. Minimum Shodasha Samskaras are there. Even though 40 Samskaras are there, but we can do Shodasha Samskaras, and now and then the Shashtiyadha Purti. These rituals we must follow. If this alone is protecting our Hinduism properly. Without rituals, there is no tangible things we can't see. Therefore, the rituals are giving unseen, that is called adrishta phala, which is called punya. That alone removes papa and give more and more punya. Punya alone give the proper happiness through artha kama. Even though you have artha and kama, but if you are not happy, because the lacking of punya only. If punya is there, without artha kama, you may be happy. If punya is not there, you don't feel happiness through the artha and kama, earning and entertainment. My Guruji always says that the artha and kama, if you want to have artha kama sukha, you must have proper punya. Without dharma, you can't enjoy the artha kama sukha, artha sukha and kama sukha. Therefore, dharma is very much needed. This is unseen factor. This is the dharma. First aspect is rituals, and next dharma means next meaning is the duties, maintaining our relationships. This is also very, very important. For dharma, we need father, mother, and wife, children, our relations, other relations, cousins. We have so many duties to them. We have responsibility. Nowadays, everybody wants their own individual comforts. But it is not said in our Dharma Shastra. We must have all people together. Or even though nowadays the nuclear family, so many people are different areas, different countries. But we must have the communication with them. It will give psychologically and religious angle also. It will give spiritual benefit also. We don't know. But Shastra will not say any lie to us. Shastra always tell to good only to us. Okay, the next part of dharma is called duties. We should do our father, mother, worshipping or helping them, and we must have responsibility to our own children. Nowadays, children is telling you, I don't need you. But our Shastra says up to the sannyasa or deathbed, we must live with them only. Even though it is not relevant, it seems to not relevant today lifestyle, but it is shed in Shastra. I am informing you. If you want to follow, it is good. If you are not following it, I don't say anything. The scripture says like this. Our topic is this, the timeless frameworking of dharma for everlasting happiness. Therefore, this topic they gave to me. I am also enjoying this topic. Therefore, first we saw the rituals, then we are seeing the duties. There are rights and duties. Father, mother, duty, they protected us. Therefore, our duty is protect them. The mutual. Nowadays, everybody focusing on their own individual. I don't want to elaborate those things. All of you know very much about that. Okay. The third things, the duties means the marriage time, these people do this, these people do, and in Tamil we say that Attai, Mama, Mami, they are doing their own, the cousins, mutual contribution is there. That is called duties. Therefore, Veda says, Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara. tell truth and follow all of your dharmic activities. There you may know, Satyam vada dharmanchara swadhyayat ma pramadaha. The Taittiriya Upanishad Shikshavalli, last paragraph. And then the third part of dharma is attitudes. In our culture, in our Hinduism, we are worshipping all the things in this universe. We are worshipping Mother Earth, water, and fire. Of course, fire is very much prized in Vedas. Water and the Rigveda, Shanno Devi Rabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye. The Atharvana Veda says, get water for all. Apo Bhavantu Pitaye. Sanyor Abhisravantunaha. Therefore, we need rain at all. The Atharvana Veda first mantra. Shanno Devi Rabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye. For drinking, we need water. Therefore, O God, give me good rain. That is the mantra's meaning. If Atharvana Veda mantra, first mantra is this. All of you know the Rigveda mantra first starts with Agni Mele Purohita. The Samaveda also is telling Agna Ayahi Vitaye. Therefore, we are worshipping everything, space, air, or wind, whatever you say, and fire, and earth, water, and trees, and all beings. In our gods have got, Vinayaka has got Mushika Vahana, and Subramanya has got Mayura Vahana, Rishabha Vahana, Simha Vahana, Garuda Vahana. They are worshipping all the beings. The attitude is everything is God. Ishavasya Vidam Sarvam. Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. Therefore, we are worshipping our mother is God, like God. Our father is like God. Matra Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava. Husband is God, wife is God, children are God. Everything is God. This attitude we need. Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. This attitude also called dharma. The attitude will give peace of mind. This good. If we cultivate properly these attitudes, we get peace of mind. We will enjoy our calmness of mind. It will give definitely. Rituals, if we do knowingly with Shraddha and knowing with meanings, if we do rituals and duties, we will enjoy. Even though other people don't know about us, that is not a problem. We should know we want happiness. If we want happiness, what is the means of happiness, real happiness? That dharma alone gives happiness. If you understand dharma and follow these dharmas, we will feel, we will enjoy, definitely. If we have Shraddha properly, you don't compare with anybody. In Bhagavad Gita also, Bhagavan says, Indriyasya indriyasyarthe ragadveshau vyavasthitau. The sense objects and sense organs are mingling with sense objects. It will give likes and dislikes. Arjuna, you don't bend or depend on the likes and dislikes. If the likes and dislikes will remove your intellect, thinking capacity. Therefore, you don't you don't go your likes and dislikes. Depend. You don't accept your own likes and dislikes. Your own likes and dislikes will spoil you. Shastra, you can see the Bhagavad Gita, 16th chapter, last two shlokas, the Yash Shastra Vidhim Utsrujya Vartate Kamakarataha Nasa Siddhim Avapnoti Nasukham Na Param Gatim. Yaha, one who not following the Shastra's injunctions, going through his own likes and dislikes, he never get happiness in this life and the next life also. Yaha Shastra Vidhim Utsrujya, one who not following Shastra's injunctions, Vartate Kamakarataha. Kamakarataha means he is following his own nature, prakriti, likes and dislikes. He will not get sukha. Nasa siddhim avapnoti. He will not be success in life. Na sukham. He will not be happy. Na param gati. He will not get moksha also. Therefore, Krishna says, next shloka, all of you may know, who are reading the Bhagavad Gita, studying the Bhagavad Gita, they will know. Next shloka, Bhagavan says, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Karya Vyavasthitau Nyatva Shastra Vidhanoktam Karma Kartum Iharvasi. Therefore, you should follow Shastra's injunctions. What should be in your thought? What should be in your words? What should be in your actions? If you follow that, then Karya Nyatva Shastra Vidhanoktam. Understand the Shastra's injunctions, then you follow accordingly the Shastras. Our Shastras, so many Shastras are guiding us properly. All dharmas we can't follow. We can follow the Samanya Dharma and some Vishesha Dharma. The Samanya Dharma is values. That is the next topic to us. The rituals and duties and attitudes already I told. Now I want to say the values. Values also dharma. We can see so many values we need so many values in our life. But normally they say 6 important values are we need. We need 6 important values. The one, all of you know the kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada and matsarya. These are against our peace of happiness, peacefulness and happiness. Therefore, we need against these values. The kama, all of you know. Kama, they translated normally, some people lust. But all desires are called, even though you want to see something, that is also a kama, desire. Want to see. You want to hear some music, that is also kama. You want to smell some good fragrance, that is also kama. You want to taste some food, that is also kama. You want to touch something, that is also called kama. The desire is called kama. If we want to fulfill our desires, this life will not enough. So many desires. Therefore, and whatever we achieved, in that thing we are having the hold, that is called raga. Kama raga. Raga means attachment. Kama means desire. We should aware of our own raga and kama. We should manage this. This is an important dharma. According to Bhagavan in Gita, you may know, Saktah karmanya vidvamsaha yatha kurvanti bharata kuryat yatha vidvam kuryat tatha Saktah karmanya vidvamso yatha kurvanti bharata kuryat vidvams tatha saktaha chikirshur loka sangraham. I don't want to explain very detailed, but I want to say, you want to be happy now, or you want to happy after some time. No, so many people are postponing their happiness because of the strong desire. If we understand whatever we achieved, we should get satisfaction. This is a dharma. Don't compare with another people. They may have so much money. They may have good education, but we don't have or not. We should not compare that. We should compare always the Mahatmas. I want to become Mahatma. See, there is a shloka, famous shloka, Pratyaham pratyaveksheta narascharita matmanaha kinnu me pasubhis tulyam kinnu satpurushairiti. If you want to compare with satpurushas. You don't want to compare any other material people. You always compare the Mahatmas. I want to become that Mahatma. That Mahatma, how he is enjoying happiness, peace of mind. I want to that. This is good comparison. We can try that. There is no harm at all. But what I want to say is the desire attachment. I am telling the satisfaction. Every day you must be satisfied with what you have at all. You don't think some people say, don't see what I have or how I am. That is the important. Therefore, the satisfaction, every day I am going satisfaction to satisfaction. I am not going dissatisfaction level to satisfaction. Be happy yourself. There is another shlokas also there. You know the Yoga Shastra, there is a niyama is called Shaucha, Santosha, Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishvara, Pranidhana. Shaucha means purity. Santosha means satisfaction. Satisfaction means I have the good body, I have the good health, I have some people with me. I am not comparing other people. I am very happy. Whatever I have today, I am happy. I can try. I can try to more improvement, but I am not, because that improvement alone I am getting happiness. Now itself I am happy. This is very important dharma. Then alone we can grow. If always murmuring, shouting, it will not give any benefit to us and other people also. Okay, this kama. Next comes the krodha, the opposite value. This is called pratipaksha bhavana. Kama means you know desire or lust. We can handle lust or desires. We should follow the rules and regulations of our scriptural injunctions. Then we can improve ourselves. No problem. There is another thing we must know. The Karma Kanda or Dharma Shastra always says, you are not this body, you have this body. This is very, very important. Without knowing this, we can't follow Dharma. The materialistic people always thinking, I am body only. But our Shastra says, you are not body, you have body. You are soul. You are a soul. Soul means Jiva. The Jiva has got human body temporarily. In this human body alone, you can follow dharma. The other body is only arthakama. In this human body alone, this jiva has, the jiva can enjoy dharma, values, do Ishvara bhakti, study, education, the spiritual education. In other janmas, other jivas, and other bodies, we can't have that. Therefore, human body is praised so much. With in Viveka Chudamani, all of you know, Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham. For whom? Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham, for whom? The Jiva. Jiva's Narajanma is very, very rarest Janma. In our Shastra, we are entered so many bodies. That is the Hinduism's very, very strong, important message. The human body is very, very rare. Mahata punya panyena kriteyam kayanaustvaya. This body will not be permanent. This body will go never. This body will go. We don't know what time this body will this body will separate from us. There are so many shlokas about this. Therefore, according to our Veda, our Vedika Dharma, Veda Dharma, the Karma Kanda Dharma Shastra first inform us, you are a jiva. You have this human body for dharma only. Even though your the Dehatma Buddhi will give materialistic angle only. The Jivatma Buddhi alone follow. Without Jivatma Buddhi, you can't follow dharma. Without Jivatma Buddhi, you can't do rituals. Even though unknowingly we are doing rituals, sometimes it may be that Shraddha will go also. But you understand you are a Jivatma living in this human body, then you understand, if you have faith in this, the Jivatma is living, I am the Jivatma, living in this human body, certain time. Therefore, I have a very good opportunity for following dharma for the self. Therefore, I want to do rituals, I want to do duties, I want to have attitudes, I want to have values. In this birth alone, we can achieve this. No other birth, we can't get this. Therefore, we should always alert. Therefore, we are doing japa, Gayatri japa. Yo deva savita asmakam dhiyo dharmadi gocharaha preraye tasya yadbhargaha tadvarenyam upasmahe. O God, please lead my intellect through intellect always in dharmic way. This is our prayer. The Gayatri Mantra's prayer is this. Therefore, we saw the against kama. The kama is adharma, over kama. I am not telling the kama is not good. In Bhagavad Gita itself, Bhagavan says, okay. Bhagavan says, Balam balavatam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharata rishabha. In 7th chapter, I think so, 7th or 9th chapter, Bhagavan says, I am the strength. I am the strength of strong people. I am the strength of strong people. I am the strength of strong people who has got the who is not having the kama and raga. He is telling kama and raga. Kamaraga vivarjitam balam asmi. Then next line he is saying, the kama, dharma aviruddha kama is myself. The against adharma kama, adharma kama means the kama which is against adharma is myself. Dharma aviruddha kamaha ahamasmi. Dharma aviruddha kamaha ahamasmi. Therefore, kama is also allowed. If dharma is the aligned with dharma, then the kama is also non-binding desire. Our Swami says, a non-binding desire is welcome. If desires are binding us, it will not give happiness to us. Then we see the krodha. Krodha opposite values is what? Patience. The krodha is aversion, anger. The opposite value is patient. Be patient. Not disease patient. The patient. We must have patience. The patience is excellent value. There is one shloka, Kshama Shastram Kare Yasya Durjana Kim Karishyati Atrune Patito Vannihi Swayameva Upashamyati. If you have Kshama weapon, the other people don't give any trouble to you. They go themselves. If we put some fuel, if you put a fire in a non-fuel place, the fire will go off. The fire will go off. In the same way, all of you know the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Agamaha apayinaha anityaha. Matras parishastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkhadaha agamaha apayinaha anityaha. Therefore, tantitikshasva. We must have, this is another dharma for everlasting happiness. Be patient. Wherever you need, you can get your, you show your angry, but be polite. You don't addict to anger. You don't have addict to anger, but you can handle your anger. There is a mantra, Isha no me manyav shrutaha, manyuru hridaye. Manyu means anger only. But Lord Shiva's anger is, that anger I must have. This is for king for military people, not the normal civilians. They must have some anger because they want to fight. That is different. But the spiritual seeker must have the patience. Patience, another word is what? I don't know. The patience, tolerance. Okay. Next value is lobha. I am not telling lobha. The tripti is dharma, kshama is dharma, and giving our sharing our things to other people is dharma. That is called dhanam. Sharing our own knowledge, our own simple smile also. If you give smile to other people, that is also a dhanam only. If you have some money, you can give charity or other things. Anything you can give. The lobha is adharma, and the charity, danam, is dharma. This is a timeless framework of dharma. You must know. In this world, always these 6 adharmas are there. Therefore, the 6th dharma also is there. They know that Sanatana adharma is also there. Sanatana dharma is also there. We must know this. And next, moha. Moha means aviveka. The moha is adharma. The viveka is dharma. Viveka, you know, the Shastra alone gives viveka. Without Shastra Jnanam, we can't have viveka. Even though we have self-thinking capacity, but we need scripture's help. Without scriptural help, we can't think properly. Maybe we think our own, likes and accordingly our own likes and dislikes. With the Shastras alone, we should think properly. The moha means doing not hearing to anybody, not thinking properly. That is called moha. If we have always Gita knowledge or satsanga, with satsanga only we can get good knowledge, viveka, the discriminative power, but the discriminative power should give peace of mind to me and the society. Therefore, the scriptural studies are called dharma. And another thing, moha mada. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha. Opposite value we saw. Trupti, kshama, and danam, and viveka. Shastra jnana, study of Shastra, scriptures. And another, next comes mada. Mada means, all of you know the garva. Mada means, if I have money, the money, yavana, we heard in Bhajagovindam, ma kuru dhanajana yavana garvam, harati nimeshat kalas sarvam, maya mayamidam akhilam buddhva, brahmapadam tvam pravisha viditva. The garva, we are seeing so many people. There is no superior, there is no inferior. We have our own capacity. Therefore, we must, the mada opposite value is humility, humbleness. We should always follow humility. The vinaya, vidya vinaya sampannaha. Vidya dadati vinayam. Vinaya dhyati patratam. Therefore, we should always be humble. We must have the humility. Humility is a dharma, excellent dharma. And another thing is, the last value is matsarya, jealousy, envy. The opposite value is appreciating everybody. Everybody, you should appreciate all people. We are living in very, very few times in this body, sometimes only in this world. Therefore, you can openly appreciate whoever got money, power, position, and knowledge. You appreciate them. Don't get jealous. Appreciation to all is called appreciation. Appreciation, the praising other people. Praising other people in the good terms. This is called dharma. Therefore, even though my language is I am trying to my best. Swami Brahmavidanji Maharaj, please pardon me. My language is very poor. In spite of my poor language, I tried my best because I am very much like you. You are doing wonderful job. All of you, I am telling you all. I want to tell you all, please study properly with Swamiji. Then you can understand what I have told. Therefore, the everlasting, the timeless framework of everlasting happiness, this dharma you should follow, the rituals and duties and attitudes and values alone is timeless framework of dharma for everlasting happiness. It will give chitta shuddhi, Swamiji knows. Swamiji will tell after that. That will give a qualification to jnana yogyata to Vedanta. Then you can understand you yourself is everlasting happiness. With these words, I want to conclude. I am very happy to participate this event, even though my language is slightly not good, but I tried my best. Swami, I say the Brahma Prajnananda and Swami Brahmavidananda, Om Namo Narayanaya, Sangachadvam, Samvadadvam, Om Namo Narayanaya.
Om Namo Narayanaya, Swamiji. Sadhu, sadhu. Okay. It was beautiful. It was very beautiful. I would love to express my gratitude for you being there. The audience may not know is when I approached Swamiji to speak at a festival, before I had completed my statement, Swamigal said, "Of course, I would love to be there." I have not got such a spontaneous response accepting the invitation other than with Swami Galia. It is wonderful to have him, his childlike enthusiasm. Swamiji, you are getting very good in English.
I will, okay. Next year I will go do more best.
Better, I know. I heard you when you, for the Kumbhabhishekam of our ashram temple. Yes. And from there to now, you have come a long way. I'm sure the people of Bombay and who are listening to you will have understood what you said. After all, we all speak Indian English, so that is fine. All of us have our own versions, and it was beautiful. Once again, thank you very much for being with us. Om Namo Narayana.
Om Namo Narayana, Swamiji. Om Namo Narayana.
Yeah. Swami Omkarananda ji, wonderful session. Thank you so much for your time and your wisdom. And each one of us understood every word you said. There was no problem with the language at all, I can assure you. More than that, the wisdom came through very clearly. Thank you so much. There are a couple of questions which our viewers have put in, Swamiji, which I'd like to ask you.
Okay.
There is one question which says, there is a gentleman who wants to know, in today's times, how can we find a balance between dharma and our professional life? Because he's saying there is a conflict in his mind. There is a conflict between professional life and dharma, and he says the more we learn our dharma shastras, actually it is increasing the guilt feeling, because in his professional life he's not able to follow dharma. So it's in fact, the more he understands dharma, the more guilty he feels that maybe he's not able to apply it fully to his professional life. That is his first question. So how does one strike a balance is what he's asking.
that is true. I accept his his situation. Nowadays, everybody is facing the same problem. But we should know what is our real purpose of life. Then if we want real happiness, we should sacrifice something. Therefore, you don't feel guilty, but how to think about the situation. It will not, I can't tell in few minutes. It will take some more and more discussions. We will try our best, and he should have proper Purushartha Nishchaya. What is my goal, real goal? I must earn, or I must enjoy, I must follow dharma. That is difficult only, I know that, because nowadays the peer pressure is very high. Therefore, the guilt feeling may come. I accept that. But in future, he slowly come to the spiritual path. It will alone give real peace of happiness. Therefore, if we want real peace of happiness following dharma, we should sacrifice something. Therefore, if he sacrifice some for higher purpose, if we need some higher goal, we should give up some lower goals also. Therefore, that is the way. There is no other way at all. But I pray and bless for him. He will get guilt-free, hurt-free, guilt-free life as early as possible. My prayerful blessings to him.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Swamiji. One more question, and that is, you said we must follow, if not a Mahatma, we must follow a Satpurusha. So the question being asked is, how do you identify a Satpurusha in today's time and age? It's such a challenge to find out who's truly a Satpurusha.
The Satpurusha always telling there are Satpurushas, Lakshanam is there. In Bhartrihari text, the Niti Shatakam, there are Satpurusha Lakshanams are there. If we have that, we study that Satpurusha Lakshanam there, then we understand who is Satpurusha. Trishnam Chindhi Bhajakshamam Jahimadam Paperatim Makruthaha Satyam Bruhi Anuyahi Sadhu Padavim Sevasva Vidvajjanan Manyan Manaya Vidvisho Anunaya Prakhyapaya Prashrayam Kirtim Palaya Dukhite Kurudayam Etat Satam Lakshanam. There is a definition about Sat Purushas.
It's nice.
This shloka you can get meaning. That person, this is Bhartrihari shlokas, Niti Shataka shlokas. Excellent shloka. If you see these values are in that Sat Mahatma, then you can follow that.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Swamiji. On behalf of Arsha Vidya Foundation, on behalf of Swami Brahmavidananda, on behalf of Swamini Brahma Pragyananda, thank you very much for 1 hour of such rich knowledge. And we enjoyed your talk, and the language was not a problem. Let me reiterate, it was in fact crystal clear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Blessings to all.